Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Nur Ain Atir bint Azmi. My ID is TZ24042. So today I'm going to present about the introduction. Baking and raw material storage are the first and the most critical steps in drug production. Any mistake at this stage can affect the quality, safety, and effectiveness of the final product. Therefore, these areas must be well controlled to prevent contamination, mix-ups, and weighing errors. Personnel working in this area must be properly trained, clean, and competent, as their actions directly impact product quality. In addition, correct labeling, accurate weighing, proper storage conditions, and complete documentation are essential to maintain good manufacturing practice compliance. This study focuses on common personnel-related mistakes in the weighing and raw material storage area and explains how corrective and preventive action, or CAPA, can be used to reduce errors, improve safety, and ensure consistent of the GMP compliance. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. So my name is Munajah Husna binti Muhammad Zamri. I am as a QA auditor from the Quality Assurance Department. So now I will begin with the summary of our GMP inspection. So the focus was on the weight and the raw material storage area, which are the foundation of the manufacturing control. So overall, all the infrastructure did met the GMP basics and requirement. But what really stood out was how the staff practices play a critical role in maintaining the quality. Okay, now let's move to the key strengths. Okay, first of all, the weight and raw material storage areas did provide a strong base for the productions. Second, the infrastructure itself did meet the GMP requirements. And most importantly, the staff adherence to the PICS principles did helps to prevent any mix-ups and also contamination from occur. And finally, the success in the material management depends on the strict labeling, hygiene protocols, and also hygienic measurements. Besides that, of course, there were also issues. Some irregularities we observed were linked to the staff shortage and the absence of the QA supervision. So these are deeper problems that can affect the quality. So to address them, continuous professional education and also a strict focus on quality are very essential. So by ensuring the raw materials remain uncontaminated and accurately dispensed, so we build the most stable foundation for all later phases of productions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Diana Fahana binti Farid. I am sampling officer from production department who would like to present about our latest risk assessment findings. In this part, we are looking at risk classification for weighing and material storage area. So moving to our risk classification, we have categorized our findings based on the RPN, which calculates severity, occurrence, and detection. This helps us justify the impact on product, patient, and compliance. First, insects were observed in the weighing and raw material storage area. With an RPN of 12, we have classified this as a major risk. So the pest entry leads to physical or microbial contamination and also directly affects patient safety and GMP compliance standards. Secondly, we identify a critical failure in the air conditioning system, so it caused an uncontrolled room temperatures. With highest RPN of 18, this is our only critical risk. This failure can degrade product stability and efficacy, especially for sensitive heat product that leads to reduce its shelf life. Furthermore, a lack of monitoring makes this a higher risk area due to the poor detection. Finally, we noted damp areas causing floor rusting. It is because in the rainy day, the soil was damp and enhanced the mold growth. So it creates a potential cross-contamination and make the personnel discomfort. It also leads to a long-term corrosion of the facility infrastructure. So this classification needs a CAPA plan to identify the corrective preventive action that we will discuss in the next video.
Hi, my name is Santhya Raman and my role for this audit was production technician from the production or manufacturing department. And for the next part, I will explain about the kappa form for the weighing and raw material storage area. There are three main non-conformance were identified. First of all, a pest control issue was observed where the insects were found entering the area. The root cause was the absence of the structure pest control program. Immediate cleaning and spraying were carried out as a preventive action and an integrated pest management system will be implemented. Second, the air conditioning system was not functioning properly, resulting in uncontrolled room temperature. This was due to poor HVAC maintenance. Corrective action involved supervising the system, while preventive action include a scheduled maintenance and temperature monitoring. Lastly, the area was found to be damp, causing the discomfort and floor rusting. This was due to high humidity and poor ventilation. The area was dried immediately and long-term prevention include installing the humidity control and routine monitoring. This kappa action aimed to ensure the compliance with the Pharmaceutical Inspection Corporation scheme of GMP and maintain a controlled weighing environment.
Hi, my name is Nur Aida Anissa Suhadni Timamorosdi as an utility engineer from engineering department. I will explain to you guys how personnel, material, and equipment flow are designated in rigging and raw material storage area to support GMP compliance. As a utility engineer from the engineering department, I will begin by explaining the personnel flow in the rigging and raw material storage area. Personnel enter through the designated personnel entry and proceed to the personnel airlock where gowning, hand sanitization, and hygiene procedures are completed before assessing control zones. Authorized personnel then move into the weighing area, which is WB01, to perform weighing and dispensing activities. Personnel movement is strictly unidirectional and fully segregated from material and equipment flow, with clearly and defined exit routes to prevent cross-contamination and GMP compliance. Next, the material flow starts at the raw material receiving bay, where raw materials are received and transferred through the material L, which is MA01, into the raw material storage area under controlled environmental conditions. Approved materials are then transferred to the weighing area, which is WB01 for weighing and dispensing, with dust effectively controlled using the dust extractor DP101. After dispensing, the weighed materials are transferred through the dispensed material passport, which is BB01, to the next processing or storage area without intersecting with personnel movement. Finally, equipment flow involves clean and verified equipment being introduced into the control area through the equipment airlock, which is AL01. The equipment is used within the raw material storage and weighing areas for handling and weighing operations. After use, the equipment is removed through the designated equipment exit, which is AL02, and sent for cleaning. Equipment flow is shown by orange dash arrows in the PNI diagram, ensuring clear segregation from personnel and material flow and supporting GMP compliant operations.